This is the citizensolutions.tv.
What are you doing? Oh, I am following up information of what happened at the Democratic National Convention, where we presented at the big tent. And our purpose is to get the President of the United States to have a Citizens Solutions Council in the Office of the Presidency connected to grassroots citizens councils who are finding out what's working in America. And our dream has been all these years not only to have finding out what's working, but have a television channel to continue to amplify what's working. And now we have Citizens Solutions TV as a continuous internet broadcasting channel. We're here in a sense of our dream coming true. For all these years, since 1952, when I visited President Eisenhower, when he just became president, and I said, Mr. President, what do you think is the meaning of all our new power that's good? What is the meaning of science and technology and atomic power, because we have this power to destroy? What is the meaning of this power to create? And the president looked astonished at the question. He shook his head, and he said, I have no idea. So I said, well, we better find out. And that was 1952. So we're finding out. And what is it that is the use of our power? It's to restore the earth, to free people from the major suffering that we're going through, and begin the vast possibility of evolving toward a co-creative society, a society where people are free to give and be their best. We know that the solutions within the people themselves are already building a new world. And while government deals mainly with crisis, the citizens are innovating everywhere. So we're making a link between citizens' genius and creativity and the governing process of the United States. We want it in the office of the presidency so he can support and amplify and communicate the stories of what's working. There's a disconnect between the effort to solve the problems and the creative and innovative solutions already happening. We are the connector between citizens' creativity and the governing process of the United States of America. And, I have a partner here, Eleanor Leśðain, who was Secretary of State of the state of Massachusetts, who is in Washington, D.C., and whose work will be to actually help organize this office in the presidency as soon as we have it.
Yes, I'm working with Barbara, and we're calling on the next President of the United States to set up a Council on Solutions in the White House. And we're inviting citizens to demand it because we have solutions to all the problems in our country right now. Someone somewhere in this country has come up with solutions in education, in housing, in healthcare. And the key is to take the innovations and the solutions that citizens have come up with and bring them into the White House to influence what the government does, and then to have the government broadcast it nationally so that a solution in any community in the country can be a solution for every community in the country. Now we have examples of these. For example, in Harlem there's a school called Central Park East High School where 90% of the students graduate and go to college. If they can do that in Harlem, why don't we have schools where 90% of the kids graduate and go to college in cities all across America? We need to be learning from each other the citizen innovations that work and then sharing that with each other to lift the whole country up. So we're calling on the next president to do it. At the same time, we're not going to wait for that. We have started ourselves this internet television network, which is on 24/7. You can see it at citizensolutions.tv. We invite every citizen in America to go to citizensolutions.tv. And if you have a solution you want the rest of the country to know about, we invite you to tell us about it so it can be posted on our news channel on the internet. If you want to learn about a particular area that you're interested in, public safety for your community, a better education for your kids, dealing with the housing situation, dealing with health issues, We are inviting you to come and visit that website so you can learn directly from your fellow citizens how we can now solve every problem this country faces.
Bravo, Eleanor. And I'd like to add another piece to this. These solutions are not just separate projects. They're all part of a whole world that's emerging. We haven't had a picture of the world that works. We haven't seen it, and if you don't see it, it's hard to move toward it because you get so disappointed and depressed by the state of the world, and for very good reason. So not only are we asking citizens to put in the solutions that they have, but we're creating a context where they can see solutions in health, in education, in economics, in science and technology, in arts and media, and so forth, such that they will look for common goals and match needs and resources within what's working. And we're going to ask the Presidency of the United States to see also how to connect what's working. And I feel we're creating a doorway to a more collaborative future. Oppositional politics has gone so far that people are literally stuck opposing each other. Meanwhile, there's all this creativity. So we are going to be connectors of that which is working. And I know as a student of how nature has evolved for billions of years, when there's a crisis, nature tends to connect what's innovative and creative, and it takes a jump through greater synergy, greater collaboration, greater cooperation. We are a citizens' movement for the cooperation of what's working.
When I'll be able to put my video up there?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
This very video that you're shooting will be able to be posted here shortly. In fact, we already have video available from the presentation that Barbara and I made at the Big Tent in Denver this week.